Let's discover the React library together. React is an open-source, front-end JavaScript library used to create visual interfaces. The React library was created in 2013 by Meta, formerly known as Facebook. And it was at the JavaScript conference in 2013 that the React library was presented for the very first time. In 2014, new features were added to the React library, such as the React Developer Tools. The React Developer Tools are development and debugging tools, accessible from the browser. And we will be able to use the React Developer Tools to inspect the application tree from the browser. In 2015, React became stable and quickly gained popularity, now boasting several million downloads. The library is gaining a lot of interest, with communities growing rapidly. React is now used by millions of websites. Adding to its popularity are big names like Netflix and Dropbox. So why use React? React has reached a gamble with many other JavaScript libraries, such as Backbone and Angular, with the same goal of being able to maintain an MVC architecture. MVC stands for Dual View Controller, used to separate logic and presentation responsibilities. With React, we'll be able to use composition. It's thanks to its compositional approach that we'll be able to create easily scalable and maintainable applications. We discover the application in several autonomous and reusable components. Let's see here a small example where we create a component in which we will nest another component. We will have this component N, which will be placed in other components per year. And so this is the principle of React. With its compositional approach, we will be able to create and use autonomous and reusable components to create visual interfaces. Then, React offers a declarative way to manipulate the user interface. That is, instead of directly manipulating the DOM elements, we will describe the visual and the desired state. We will describe the what and not the how by abstracting the manipulation of the attributes and nodes of the HTML page elements directly in the document object model. Instead, we will describe what we want as a result and display it on the visual interface. So that's the difference between imperative programming and declarative programming. That is to say, with React, we're going to use the virtual DOM. So it's React that will take care of comparing the interface before a state change with the new state, and then synchronizing the virtual DOM with the real DOM. So, we'll have the option to understand all these concepts when we discover React throughout this training with different examples. One of the advantages of React is that it's very easy to learn with an intuitive syntax. It's easy to pick up and use, and in addition to being usable everywhere, it can be combined with several technologies. In addition, React benefits from a very strong community. In this training, we will discover, in order, hooks, components, and also React APIs. We will discover the React APIs, but also the new APIs.